Welcome back to Bharat TV's Quick Flicks. I'm your host, Saar Zutshi. This episode is going to be a little bit different because today we're actually going to talk about two films. We'll start with MEMENTO, a 2000 thriller film directed by Christopher Nolan. And you guys will quickly learn that Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite directors, so definitely do not expect this to be the last time you hear his name. And if you've seen a lot of his work, you know that he likes to mess with the concept of time in his storytelling. And this film is the epitome of that. Nolan cuts back and forth between black and white and color sequences to show the present and the past. The black and white sequences are shown in chronological order, while the color sequences are shown in reverse chronological order. If you need a better explanation of that, here's Nolan himself.
Best way to draw it is as a hairpin. That's basically the end of the movie. This stuff is the black and white stuff. This is color. And this is running backwards as a series of jumps. And what we do is we cut between the two the whole way through. Scene here, scene there, scene there, scene there, scene there, scene there, and they meet towards the end of the film.
Trust me, while watching the film, it's surprisingly less confusing than it sounds. The film earned Oscar nominations for Best Original Screenplay and Best Film Editing and holds an 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which is really good. The story centers around Leonard, who suffers from anterograde amnesia, so he can't remember anything for more than about 15 minutes ever since he had a major accident where he suffered a tough blow to the head. So he uses a system of tattoos, photographs, sticky notes to help him track down his wife's killer with the help of Teddy.
Who the fuck are you? Teddy? Your buddy?
The second film of the day is GHAJINI, a 2008 Hindi language film directed by A.R. Murugadoss that won 3 Filmfare Awards and was nominated for 5 more. This film is a remake of a 2005 Tamil film of the same name, which was heavily inspired by MEMENTO. GHAJINI centers around the life of Sanjay Singhania, played by Aamir Khan, who by the way is one of my favorite Bollywood actors, so you'll certainly be hearing about him again as well. The story is different from MEMENTO in many ways. It's told in linear fashion for starters, and it kicks off when med school student Sunita decides to investigate Sanjay's unique amnesia, the same condition that Leonard has in MEMENTO. But Sanjay is under investigation for murder. He's also trying to track down his wife's killer, but the story differs from MEMENTO in that much of this story is told through Sanjay's diaries, and he also knows exactly who he's targeting as the killer. And that's where I think the big difference between these films lies. In MEMENTO, we as the audience are watching the story unfold with Leonard, which makes it that much stronger. GHAJINI, on the other hand, has a much more predictable plotline. And quite frankly, the traditional Bollywood musical numbers just don't seem to work in a thriller. But overall, Aamir Khan's acting makes it a solid pastime film, so it gets a 5 out of 10. MEMENTO, on the other hand, gets an 8. The non-linear timeline truly enhances the complexity of the story, but it's done so beautifully that every scene keeps you craving more. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Quick Flicks. We're back every other week right here on Bharat TV.